Yeah, it needs for that group.
Please stand for the presentation of the flag.
Let's fight for the rivers we watch, we're so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, we're singing, it through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Everyone may be seated. Memorial Day, originally called Decoration Day, is a day of remembrance for those who have died in service of the United States of America. Memorial Day was born out of the Civil War and a desire to honor our fallen heroes. It was officially proclaimed on May 5, 1868, by General John Logan, National Commander of the Grand Army of the Republic, in his General Order No. 1. The 30th of May, 1868, is designated for the purpose of strewing with flowers or otherwise decorating the graves of comrades who died in defense of their country during the late rebellion and whose bodies now lie in almost every city, village, and hamlet churchyard in the land, he proclaimed. The date of Decoration Day, as he called it, was chosen because it wasn't the anniversary of any particular battle. On the first day of Decoration Day, General James Garfield made a speech at Arlington National Cemetery, and 5,000 participants decorated the graves of 20,000 Union and Confederate soldiers buried there. The first state to officially recognize the holiday was New York in 1873. By 1890, it was recognized by all the northern states. The South refused to acknowledge the day, honoring their dead on separate days until after World War I, when the holiday changed from honoring just those who died fighting in the Civil War to honoring Americans who died fighting in any war. It is now observed in almost every state on the last Monday in May, with congressional passage of the National Holiday Act of 1971. This helped ensure a 3-day weekend for federal holidays, though several southern states have an additional separate day for honoring the Confederate war dead. Let's welcome Mr. Lawson.
Thank you, Sophia. I'd like to start by welcoming, we're so happy that they're with us, Corporal Thorne's sisters, Mrs. Anita Kaiser and Mrs. Verna Morrow, as well as Mr. Joe Morrow. This is a solemn ceremony that requires quiet, but it's appropriate right now to make some noise and give them a round of applause. So, students, what I'm going to ask of you today is very simple, but it's very important. We're gathered here to do this in a way that nobody else does. No other school does this. We have a monument here that no other school has. We've just raised an official Battle of the Bulge flag. No other school, to my knowledge, has that. But the important part of that is that they're objects. But one thing I would like to share with you. Corporal Thorne's other sister, Edith Knowles, who recently passed away, and I know she's here with us right now, She used to say about the monument that it's not just a stone, it's not just stone. We don't want that to ever be something that birds just sit on. It has meaning, okay? And that's the important part. We walk by this every single day. We walk by the monument, you guys get let off by the buses, you walk home, and we pass by it every single day, and we probably don't even pay attention to what it really is, because it's more than just a stone. And that flag that flies over every Memorial Day weekend and every Veterans Day weekend is not just a flag. They really mean something. And we have to keep that in mind, that they're symbols of thousands and thousands and thousands of people who have made the ultimate sacrifice so that we could all enjoy our freedoms and have a better life. And it's also a reminder that right now, as I'm speaking, there are soldiers around the world who are putting themselves in harm's way. And they could also be asked to give the ultimate sacrifice. So here's what I'm asking. Because we have these things, we have these objects here. We have this monument, we have that flag. We have these red stones that lead up to the monument. We can't think of those as objects. Those are about real people who made that ultimate sacrifice. So before I said I'm going to ask you to do something simple but important, the only thing I'm going to ask you to do is remember. Just remember. When we walk by there, just think about that. Remember, there's a real person, thousands of real people behind that have sacrificed themselves for all of us. This Memorial Day weekend, you know, we're going to have barbecues and those types of things, but let's just remember what it's all about. 8th graders, in a couple of weeks, you're not going to be at Thorne Middle School anymore, but you're always going to be part of the Thorne family. So I'm asking you to remember. You're going to drive by at times, drive by the monument. Just remember, okay? Because since we have these things here and other schools don't have them, it's our responsibility. It's really our responsibility to be the ones that remember. With that said, thank you very much, and I'd like to introduce Caitlin Nickerson.
September 19th, 1945. Medal of Honor, by direction of President, a Medal of Honor, conspicuous gallantry, and intrepidity. At risk of life above and beyond, Call of Duty was awarded posthumously by the War Department in the name of Congress to the following named enlisted men: Corporal Horace M. Thorne, Army Serial Number 3201234, Troop D, 89th Cavalry, Reconnaissance Squadron, Mechanized Army of the United States, was the leader of a combat patrol on December 21st, 1944, near Gruffingham, Belgium, with the mission of driving German forces from dug-in positions in a heavily wooded area. As he advanced his light machine gun, a German Mark III tank emerged from the enemy position and was quickly immobilized by fire from American light tanks supporting the patrol. 2 of the enemy tank men attempted to abandon their vehicle, but were killed by Corporal Thorne's shots before they could jump to the ground. To complete the destruction of the tank and its crew, Corporal Thorne left his position and crept forward alone through intense machine gun fire until close enough to toss 2 grenades into the tank's open turret, killing 2 more Germans. He returned across the same fire-beaten zone as heavy mortar fire began falling in the area, seized his machine gun, and without help dragged it to the knocked-out tank and set it up on the vehicle's rear deck. He fired rapid bursts into the enemy position from his advantageous but exposed location, killing or wounding 8. 2 enemy machine guns crews abandoned their positions and retreated in confusion. His gun jammed, but rather than leave his self-chosen post, he attempted to clear the stoppage. Enemy small arms fire concentrated on the tank killed him instantly. Corporal Thorne, displaying heroic initiative and intrepid fighting qualities, inflicted costly casualties on the enemy and ensured the success of his patrol's mission by the sacrifice of his life, by order of the Secretary of War, G.C. Marshall, Chief of Staff. Please stand.
part of the assembly is a special one because it honors Corporal Thorne, recipient of the Congressional Medal of Honor, and as we know, lost his life while fighting for our country during the Battle of the Bulge. This award started a few years ago as we dedicated the Battle of the Bulge monument here at Thorne. It began with the idea that there are students here who embody the very essence of what Corporal Thorne stood for, and this award goes to a student of special character. I will be announcing the name of the nominees for the Corporal Thorne Award. The recipient will be announced at our 8th grade promotion ceremony. Over the past 3 years, these students may have shown growth and maturity, along with the following virtues that embody what Corporal Thorne stood for: courage, resilience, helpfulness, compassion, selflessness, determination, dedication, and strength. The following is a list of 10 students who are this year's nominees. Please be kind enough to hold your applause until all names are read. To the students nominated, please stand when you hear your name called. I am proud to announce the nominees for the 2018 Corporal Thorne Award. Justice Bonsante. Please hold your applause till all names are read. Thank you. Aiden D'Antonio. Matthew Klimovich. Zachary Layfield. Aaron Murphy. Amber Savage could not be here today. Thomas Sidica. Ben Tooker. Victoria Trigg. Maya Yesalonis. Let's give these fine young people a round of applause. Thank you for embodying what Corporal Thorne stands for.
First to fight for the right and to build the nation's might, and the army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won, and the army goes rolling along. Then it's high, high, hey, the army on its way. Count off the cadence loud and strong. 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4. Wherever we go, you will always know that the army goes rolling along. Breeze from the halls of Montezuma.
applause for the B Naturals, please. I want to thank, real quick, I want to thank our students who are out there because, you know, and I've said this before, every single time that we do a ceremony, you rise to the occasion. We saw a lot of red, white, and blue out there today. We appreciate that. Thank you so much for being so respectful during the ceremony. So give yourselves a round of applause.